Welcome back to Attingham Park for episode 18 with me, Mr. Seeley P. It's 7:38 in the morning, and as you've already seen, the potato harvest was done last night. When we get to the field, I'll tell you how much we got from that. Animals have all been fed, well, cleaned out, sorted out, and we're good for the day. Money has gone down a bit because we've had something built that I've been alluding to for a few episodes, and that's our new chicken. It's not even a chicken pen, is it? Chicken building. So we're going to go and check that out. We need to put some chickens in it. We need to get a trailer. We need to get some, well, I think wheat's what we've got most of at the moment. I'm going to field 37, and we're going to do the sunflower harvest first. Then we've got field 12 and 3, which is over by the new farm, Malt House, and that's got our soybean. Plus I've now got fields 40 and 41. I put soybean in both of those. So what I was going to do was one of those fields, and I think I might do, if I hit the fence post. If it's something. Is it my auger? No, there's the fence post that side. Fence is that side. Oh, maybe it was the fence post. We're in. Yeah, so what I said I was going to do, having bought all the constituent parts to make pig food, and we did that big pig in delivery. When I do field 12 and 3, all the soybean off that I'm going to sell. And what I'm going to do is see how much pig food, Quiet Hitman pig food, can I buy for what I make off of that one field. Whether it's 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 litres, I don't know what we're going to be able to get. Just as a kind of test. So we did it earlier with that thing of what I make off this field. I'm going to buy all the constituent parts to do pigs, which I did, and I bought all the separate ingredients, but this time we'll do pig food. So what we'll do is open that header up. Sunflower's going to go into storage because that'll go towards the pigs as well if we need it. If we decide to go down the pig food route, and again I've been talking about it for a little while, we'll see what we actually end up with. Oh, every time. You'd think by now I would have remembered, wouldn't you? Is it still not unfolding, really? There we go. Right. Now this is the corn header, which obviously will do corn and sunflower, that I had when I had the Fendt. So it's not the... Was this a 9 I went for? Because I'm sure I said I wasn't going to go for the very biggest one. But realistically, with this size, the X9, I really could do with the 12, I guess. Let's have a look. Yeah, we need a much bigger header, don't we? We had it already, so I thought, well, we'll run with it. But in all honesty, we need a bigger header. I don't know whether to whiz back to the store and get another one. I am seriously eating into my funds though. Really eating into my funds. But it is early, we've got a lot to get done. I still love this harvester. I think it's amazing. You know what, when we get to the end, I think we can get out of the field that way, can't we? Or if we cut through the trees, we can get over the bridge and we can head back. I think I'm going to swap out this header. I wasn't intending to, but... we shall! How's things with you, everybody? I didn't do a video the other day when Giants posted the the new trailer screenshots and map overview for Elm Creek. This is going to sound really arrogant, is the wrong word, I don't know. I just didn't think there was anything really new. I know a lot of people out there did a few videos on it and they put the trailer up and that kind of stuff. But it was more screenshots of the map, but screenshots of buildings and stuff that we'd seen a lot before. There were a couple of bits in the video, to be fair, in the trailer, which made you go, oh, there was a corn maze, as in an actual maze to get lost in. I know corn and maize or something. There was a corn maze, and there was a couple of little bits here and there that were like, oh, okay, that's cool. The map picture that was put up didn't really have a lot of detail. It showed the map with the rivers and fields-ish, but there was no defined fields. There were no field numbers. There was no, it was a very kind of blank is the wrong word, but yeah, I don't know. I just felt there wasn't enough new information on there to warrant me doing a video, but that's just my own personal opinion. I know, like I say, plenty of people did, and of course everyone's entitled to what they want. That was just my own personal feeling on the matter. So apologies if you're expecting something. Depends when this gets posted as well, but I'm recording this on Friday the 29th of October, and we should get some more fact sheets. Now, how long the fact sheets are going to continue for, I don't know. With only a few weeks left, we might get to a point where they stop altogether. I honestly couldn't say for certain, but I would assume so. Oh, the other thing I did as well off camera, all of the grass fields that I worked on yesterday to get what did you end up with in the end? Nearly 1.7 million litres of grass, 1.2 million litres into the silage clamp and the rest in storage. I came out and I limed, pH'd, field 42, field 35 and field 34 both got pH'd again, and they all three got nitrogened. Now these three aren't showing nitrogen because they've all got soybean in, and soybean produces its own nitrogen, so they're all saying perfect, so I haven't got to worry about those. So yeah, I've got that weird thing again with these two fields though. Outside edge is still a one stage ahead of the inside. It's all very peculiar. Actually, while I'm at the store, I'm going to buy the trailer. I don't remember planting so close up to the bridge, but I'm sure I did. Yeah, this was tight before, wasn't it? We were right up on the edges. Yeah, look at that. Come on, stay on there. There we go. Actually, I think I can do while we're here. I did all the animals around the yard, but didn't do the sheep. So what we'll do is grab the skidster loader. We'll just clean out the feed area. Oh, those bales have gone for a Bergmann. Hop out. Hop the fence. Lots of hopping, as you can tell. We've got quite a few wool pallets. We'll have to come and sort those out at some point. Get those over to the store. How we're looking feed wise. Feed's fine. Area needs cleaning out. Let's get the lights on. Tip it forward a little bit. There we go. Lovely. I think all the animals are looking fine for water at the moment, but it's good to keep the feed areas clear because it keeps them as productive as they can be. I know I've been promising getting more sheep. I need to get more sheep as well. Need to sort them out right. At least that's done, because I had actually forgotten to do that. Hoppity hop. And off to the store. Okay then. Now obviously this is going to be a bit pricey. I don't know how much we're going to get for this one. Let's drop that down. I was just thinking driving in past the houses with all the lights on and the harvester, and the noise the harvester makes obviously when it's driving along. I was watching Mike Mitchell the other day in Saskatchewan. Now I'm about a year behind. I'm watching last year's October, November. I've been trying to catch up. There's loads of videos. Sell 455. Yeah, it's not as much as I hoped. And they had 41 centimeters of snow in one night. I mean, it was a blizzard, like proper blizzard conditions. And because he lives away from the farm, and he lives obviously with his wife Ashton, and because they knew there was snow coming, he took home one of the big Fendt tractors they have on the farm with the front loader and big shovel bucket on the front to help clear the street. Now, bearing in mind, once the snow started like properly honking down, It was about 11:30 midnight, and he's out in the street in this whacking great big Fendt, like loads of noise, all of the lights turned on, clearing the street while the blizzard's coming down. And straight away I thought, the people in this street must be going bonkers. He like lit up the entire street that he was trying to clear. But give him his due. I mean, weirdly enough though, he went off to hang on. He went off to McDonald's, or went for a drive, and while he was out in his tractor, he said, I'm going to pop to McDonald's. What amazed me more than anything else was the amount of people. Oh, 67 grand. I thought it was going to be more than that. Yeah. Take it. Was the amount of people. There were pickups and various different things, and he was towing people out and helping people and that kind of thing. The amount of people. That's not the one I just had, was it? 9 meters. Oh, and I've done it again. That was the one I wanted. Because I'm talking at the same time. Oh no. Let's come out. Let's go to garage. Do I get the same amount, or am I going to only get half the amount? Are you serious? Schoolboy error. Oh no, that's how I'm losing money. The 16. That's what I wanted. That's more like it price-wise. I thought it was a bit cheap. And like I say, there were pickups and there were all sorts of things, and it was all very cool, and he was helping people and towing people. But what amazed me was the amount of people, bearing in mind it was the middle of a blizzard, like ridiculous amounts of snow. How many people he was pulling out of the snow and snowdrifts in just regular cars that had gone to McDonald's. Now he said like all the highways, the interstate, everything, all the main roads were all closed because of how bad the weather was. There were lorries and things stranded on the main highways and things, but why, in the middle of a blizzard, how desperate are you for a McDonald's? In the middle of a blizzard you think, I know, let's drive to McDonald's. Well, it was insane. Anyway, yeah, it just made me think of that because I had all the lights on, and driving past these houses I thought all the neighbours must absolutely love me. But yeah, it's too much. Let's put the front ones on. Back to the field we go. We'll check out our fields 12 and 3 as we go past. Well, I know the soybeans ready to harvest, so once we're done we'll crack on with that, and it'll be the roll around for prep. Oh, that was the other thing. Now I mentioned about I've got my Elgato and I can stream and record onto my PC using the Elgato from my console. One of the reasons I haven't streamed directly from my PlayStation, which I know I can do and I have done in the past, was the last couple of times I did, I don't have a camera. So I know people like to have that, you know, you in the screen, and you know you can talk and you can. It just becomes a more kind of, it's better interaction, I think. They're both looking great. I don't know what I was expecting to do. Soybeans, great. But I know when I first got my PlayStation, there was no PlayStation camera available, or at least I couldn't get one. But now there is, the PlayStation HD camera for PS5. So I've ordered one, and hopefully it's going to come over the weekend, which means I should be able to stream directly from the PlayStation. There's nothing stopping me streaming now onto the PC. It's a little bit more of a complicated procedure to set up and get going, and I'm not as au fait with it as a lot of PC gamers, because that's what they do. You know, that's their bread and butter. But I can just click broadcast and stream directly from the PlayStation once I've got the camera, and I can have the picture-in-picture. Hopefully I'll have a fiddle around, we'll get it set up, and maybe over the weekend I'll do a stream. We'll see. I just thought, that was close. Yeah, I just thought I've been toying with the idea for a little while, and I said about doing a stream when FS22 came out, and possibly one before, and that was kind of the way I could do it. So I might do a bit of behind the scenes stuff. It might, you know, realistically the stream's going to be more about the stream and the chat, and I thought what I'd do is do a bit of behind the scenes stuff on Italia demo, some prep work, and you know all the bits and bobs I generally do off camera, the same as I do on here, like I said, when I did all the grass fields and prepping all of them. But just have a bit of a chat, you know. I thought about Let's Talk FS22, you know, just have a bit of a chat about what's coming, what people are excited for, all the various different features. I have got a list somewhere I started making when all the things were being announced, but I just thought it might be a nice kind of interaction, have a chat about what's going on. I don't know, we'll see. That's the plan. Obviously that's only going to be relevant if people watch this video, because if they don't watch this video they're not going to know I'm going to do that. And there we go. Right, let's open the bigger header. That's a bit better, isn't it? I lost a little bit of money on that whole... It's another debacle, another one of mine. Also, oh, how many more times am I going to do that? Come on. There we go. And of course I got sidetracked doing that and talking about Mike Mitchell, and I forgot to pick up the trailer I was going to get. Not that I could bring him back with this. Don't worry, I'll go back with the Land Rover and we'll grab the trailer. It's the trailer that goes with the chicken barn, chicken building, modern chicken housing. I've done a little bit of landscaping around it as well, and I've also put it in a different place. I had originally said the new chicken coop was going to be put in field 34. This is 35 next to me. No, it's not. Yes, it is. 34, 35. This is, yeah, 34 over there, 35 here. I was going to put it in field 34 in an area on there that was fairly flat. And then I thought it was a little bit away from the farm. I'm not sure, you know, I could plough that field out and it'd be more useful to me than plonking a chicken farm building on it. So what I decided to do was put it on field 36 here, which is a small field anyway. I've used it for onions, I've used it for potatoes, so I've put the chicken pen there, and I've still left myself a little bit should I want to use it to do more potatoes or onions or sugar beet or anything like that, because obviously you don't need a big field unless you're going to do millions of litres of you know, any one of those root crops. But enough to feed pigs, you don't need a massive amount. Oh yeah, potatoes. That's how much we ended up with in the end, didn't I? Let's go to that as well. Potatoes, we ended up with 128,522 because I used 5,000 litres of them with the pigs last night. So 128,000 litres of potatoes off of that field. And I've tried to put the chicken building on the narrow end of that field. Like I say, we'll see when we get up there. On the narrow end of the field, which leaves the wider end open. Because again, it was difficult for getting vehicles turned in that narrow bit, and you know, so I thought, to me, it was just a better use of space. That was my thinking on it. So what I'm probably going to do is get my plough. Now I've got a field 42, which I know produces about 900,000 litres of grass if I need it. Probably plough out this one, or field 34, or both, to give myself another, say usable. It's usable now, but a crop field rather than just grass. Anywho, I need to get this done. Once I get to a point I can set a worker off, I will set a worker off, and then we will sort that trailer out. Let's sort out those new chickens in the new chicken building. I've been offered a deal with a local lady. That's the thing as well. I want to put an egg sale point up at the new farmers market, where we put the beehives, because I know we can sell them at Mrs. Holland's. I think we can sell them at Mrs. Holland's, can't we? Where's our egg sale point? Eggs. Oh, county stores, hotel, indoor market, Mrs. Holland's, and Sunrise Bakery all take eggs. Okay. So I probably don't need an extra sale point for eggs. But I did think about if we're going to have a farmer's market thing up there, being able to sell our own eggs at that farmer's market might be a nice thing to do. So I think we'll probably look at doing that. We're going to add the greenhouses in up there. We're going to put a sale point for produce. What else are we going to do? Oh, so I was going to look at to put a little playground in for the kiddies, didn't I? Yeah. I'm not quite sure where we stand with regard to the new build mode on FS22, and there was that thing about fences, and I'm sure on one of the videos they said about like making pens. I'm not sure, you know, to put like pastures for your animals, because that'd be really cool if you could make a small one and put, you know, you could have like a little petting zoo kind of thing. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I think, yeah. I now have a worker cracking away on field 37. I can't even see the harvester. I've taken the Land Rover and we've got our trailer, our Eco Egg trailer. Actually, I'm going to go this way. I was going to go up through the farmyard, but let's go along the main track. I've also got the class over by the silo with the smaller trailer ready to grab. I think I'm going to put barley in for the chickens. We've got loads of wheat. We'll do barley for the chickens there. The only thing I'm concerned about, I know when it first came out and I kind of did a bit of a test and did the video on it, it took quite a few days to get a few egg boxes. Now, well, mind you, I suppose I'm thinking, how many days have we been on this so far? I haven't sold any eggs yet, and my regular chickens are still producing. Now, obviously, we are going to do eggs from here. I started off saying I'd had an offer, didn't I? Yeah, an offer from a lady called Mrs. Tweedy. Does it ring a bell with anyone? So I was thinking, rather than filling it up and getting, is it 500 chickens, I think it holds, getting like 400 and kind of doing the same as I'm doing with the pigs, because as well as selling the eggs, we can sell the birds, can't we? As meat birds, so to speak. So I might do that. I mean, obviously we can't transport them. That was something else I was going to mention. Oh yeah, I've kind of washed over this. Yeah. So this I've filled. That's all been prepped. That's been ploughed. It's been sorted out. So we've got this entryway in here. There's been a bit of concreting done and a little bit of landscaping. We've got the slope up into the building. But like I said, we're using this section of the field that was kind of narrowed down to a point that end. It didn't make it unusable, but it was just difficult to turn vehicles and machinery around. And we've still got this plot here. So if we don't want to do more potatoes or onions or even carrots, we've still got a fair plot here for putting some more in if we want to. But we don't have to. Of course we don't. So what we're going to do is get the light on. Feed will go into there. We'll need to get some chickens. So like I say, I'm thinking, do we go for 400 and then anything over 400 we just sell the excess off all the time to Mrs. Tweedy, who, yeah, apparently she's local and she makes pies. Silly G will love that. I don't know if you remember when we used to do videos together, that Chicken Run is one of Silly G's favourite films ever. Not sure why, it just is. So what we'll do is we'll take the trailer in. I haven't got to put it right in yet, we won't have any egg production just yet, but just tuck it just in there. Actually, I might leave the Land Rover here for the time being as well, although I've got put myself in a bit of a corner here, haven't I? Let's go there. Okay then, now I'm going to go for some roosters too. What should we go with? Obviously it's not seasons. I know seasons, what was it, 1 to 17 or something? Was it 1 to 15? Something like that, wasn't it? I don't think it's the same when you do regular. Do I do a mix? Could do. Actually, I'll put the roosters in. I need to check something first. I just have to double check that it was 500, and it is 500 birds. So what we'll do, yeah. You don't need to see me clicking through this because it's going to take absolutely ages. So, okay, we're all done. If I scroll down, that's our Brompton farmhouse chickens. If we go to here, we've got 133 black, 133 brown, 133 white. That's 399, and then we've got 5 roosters. So we're a little bit over 400, 404. So anything over 404, technically, we could sell as meat birds, which I think is what we're going to do. Yeah, something a bit different. I don't often do that. I normally get to maximum and just crack away at eggs, but I suppose anything over and above is all extra money for the meat birds. That's what I'm going to do as well. Let's just close that. I'm going to go into here and let's Let's get some light in, get some air circulating. It's going to be a nice day, why not? So now, go and grab the class, grab some barley, and let's give them the feed they need, and then we can start being productive here at our Mrs. Tweedy's franchise. Fertiliser was all sorted, that's all now stored away. What else stored away? Nothing else. Oh yeah, so I suppose what we can do then is once the harvest is done, we need to move over and do the soybean. But if I grab maybe the GNU and the plough, we can plough one of these grass fields as well now, can't we? Which one do I do though? I think I might do that one. Because we drive over this quite a lot because we've got a track. I suppose we could landscape in a track to the side, couldn't we? And plough. We could do, but that seems excessive. We might as well plough that one out. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Yup. We are expanding. Our pigs, the pen holds 20 and we're up to 16. I think we only bought 14, so we've got 2 new. When we hit 20, we will move the extra. Here's a good idea. If I'm going to put barley in to feed the chickens, what I could do is if I put barley in the trailer, then when I get there, I've actually got something to feed them. That's probably not a bad idea. Let's give that a go. Just see if it works. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but it's probably not a bad idea. I'll fill the trailer. We're not going to need it all, but we'll fill it just to make sure. The amount of times I've kind of guesstimated and thought, oh yeah, we'll need 10,000 litres, and you go and fill it, and it would have required 11, and you think, oh, you know, it doesn't hurt if I have to bring some back and unload it again. That's a nice building, that, and I like the automated nature of it. There have been plenty of chicken sheds, chicken buildings, chicken coops, and various different things that have come out, but yeah. This one caught my imagination. To avoid crunching into the front of the Land Rover. That would be good too. How much is it going to take? It's a lot of birds, to be fair. It's going to take all of it. Oh, blimey. Okay. Okay. Hungry birds. Hungry birds. 20,200 litres. And our productivity should start in a little while. We've got a mix of birds in there. Excellent. So we'll have to keep an eye on that then. And then we'll come and we'll start the excess. Any eggs they produce will load up automatically into the trailer, but we'll have to wait till we've got some because at the moment there's none. And once the conveyor belt starts loading up, we'll crack on. Make sure they're all happy. As I say, that's supposed to lift up. It doesn't seem like that amount of birds, does it? Maybe they're all hiding in there. Okay, lights, and let's close the door. We are good to go. Now, it's over to the field. Check on the sunflowers. Curious to see how much we get off of that. And then I guess start ploughing out this field. So we'll go. Haven't been to check the biogas plant actually. I don't know if we got a sign come up saying that it was done fermenting. It might be, in which case I need to get cracking on with that as well. Oh, our money's down, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, it's not the end of the world. I've got that forest area between fields 42 and 37, which if I needed to, I can do some wood chips. I mean, it's that kind of relief of knowing I can fall back on that at any point, I suppose. Right. Oh no, hang on. That's where the... Oh, I just... I know. I was say that I normally put the bigger trailer that side, but we're behind the wall. Okay, right. Okay, we already did one unload, and that was before we set off the worker. It wasn't a full unload, but I just happened to be over by the trailer, so I unloaded. There we go. How are we looking? Is it just me? I love watching... That just sounds so weird. I love watching these empty. I don't know if it's just... I find it very relaxing. It's a strange thing, isn't it? I don't know why. Yeah. Can't explain it. Okay. That'll crack on and get on with that. I've got a few little spots there I'm going to need to tidy up before the end, because I think the rest of it's fairly straightforward. I reckon we could be looking at 80,000 litres, maybe 70,000 litres of sunflower. That's not bad. Actually, yeah. Right. That's cool. Just thinking, when it gets to the end, I think I might tidy those bits up. Let's hop on. Never do that in real life. Very dangerous if you slip and fall, and especially if it's tracks. Well, it doesn't matter, tracks or tyres. You fall under that, you're going to know about it, aren't you? I don't think it's really going to make a lot of difference. So what I'll do before we finish, I'll grab the plough. We'll get on to field 35. And when we get to field 35, if I start that, and we'll check the biogas plant for the fermentation of the silage clamp. Yeah, if I just tidy these edges up. It's not a huge amount, it doesn't matter if you ploughed it in, but right, the field doesn't need ploughing, but it is going to need, obviously it's going to need its lime, it's going to need its fertiliser, so again, another job that will need to be done. I mean, it doesn't need to be done off camera. Like I say, if I was doing a bit of a stream for a little while, I suppose it's the sort of thing I could go around and do a whole lot of jobs like that. I think that's it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's just drive that way to make sure. Yep. I'll just start the row from this end this time instead. Oh, there you go, look. That's going to be an extra... nothing. I thought we might get at least a litre from that, but apparently not. I'm just thinking, I think what I'll do here is do another strip this way, because I want to give it enough room for turning. It looks a bit tight this end, so... there we go. Okay, let's give it a GNU. Now I could probably get a bigger plough now, in all honesty. Went for a 6 metre. One of my favourite ones that we've had, I think, full stop, was that John Deere. And I've got a lot of John Deere stuff this time around, haven't I? That John Deere one that was, what, 12 metres, is it? I love that. I suppose what I should do, a few people have asked, do a video of my top 5 mods. Again, I know I've mentioned this so many times on videos, and I apologise, but it's that thing of top 5 mods as in top best mods, top 5 mods as in your favourite mods just because of the look of them or the sound of them, top 5 most used mods, top 5 mods you couldn't be without. I mean, there were so many. I mean, I think top 5 mods I'm going to miss the most when we transfer over. That one's going to be, for me, that's an interesting one, because that's that initial, I've said before, when you start on the new map and go, oh, hang on a minute, on the new game, I haven't got this, I haven't got that. Oh, I've got so used to using, you know. that's a lot different to top 5 favourite mods. Top 5 maps, I know a lot of people have asked about that. That's always a really hard one to do, because that is so subjective, depending on who you are, where you're from, the style of maps you like. That, you know, yeah, it is a tricky one. Let's have a quick check, shall we? It is done fermenting. We can open the silo when ready. We'll leave it covered for the time being. But that we can start selling. What time is it now? 8:50. We'll start getting that into there. And then once that's empty, I can get the 300,000 litres we've got in storage put back in there, compact it and go again. Saves me all the hassle of having to cut it. I've done the hassle bit already. So, the field we very first started with here at the biogas plant, which was the field that got us going, we're now going to plough it. Do I now think I'll be better off getting the 12 metre? Probably. It will now be used for something else. That is the field edge right there, isn't it? Okay, let's turn that back off. And let's go. To be fair, this GNU does have some beans, doesn't it? Hasn't got to worry. It's got a bit of oomph to it. Where's the field edge? It's quite a long way over, isn't it? I might have to plough that extra bit out, I think. Yeah. I'm going to have to do some extra ploughage. So I can see. Yeah, okay. So now we've got this whole triangle here that initially when we first got the farm, that had all trees on this bit here, didn't it? So that bit is all extra, which we used for grass, but that will definitely need to be done. Yeah, I've got loads of scope here for extra field. Let's keep on that edge. Question is, what am I going to put in it? All the crop from now on, like I say, because the pig stuff was what I was kind of aiming for initially. It's all either I just rotate around various different crops and keep putting them into storage, then when I reach a certain amount, sell it all. Or do I just keep going? I mean, they're all cash crops, let's be honest. You make money from selling any of them. Do I just pick one type and go for it? Now, one that we haven't done, I don't think we can do sugarcane on here. I don't think we can do cotton either, can we? I'm sure both those are disabled because you wouldn't get them in this area. What's the harvester going? Great guns. I just want to get this boundary sorted out first and we can go from there. Because the field never extended past the track here, that was always just grass, but the actual field boundary itself is along the side of this track. That's one of the reasons why I put the slurry yard there, because that was on a patch of ground that you couldn't plough out and use anyway. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This runs on the edge here. So that's our field. It's not a bad size. Be interesting seeing a crop in it because it's been grass right from the very start. I'm going to go up and I'm going to actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this bit here first. L1 triangle. Okay. I'm going that way anyway. Might as well extend it as we go. Go right up alongside the track. Utilising as much as we can. Right. Sunflower, do I continue? Yeah, what I'll do, before the end of the episode, I'm going to carry on ploughing this out. Before the end of the episode, I want to finish off at least field 37, because I want to see what we've got for sunflower. Next episode, we'll go to do field 12, field 3. Anything I make off of those two fields, I'm going to buy pig food with. That's the plan for that. And we'll see how much pig food we can get for that money. I'm very curious. Field 37 is done. The harvester is back. Header is away. That's ready to go off and do field 13. No, field 12 and field 3. Now, I already had 20,000 litres of sunflower in storage from the initial pig foods delivery that we sorted out. So whatever we've got over 20,000 litres is what we've got. The ploughing of field 35 is going brilliantly. Look at that. It's cracking along the GNU. So with 28,000 litres we've got here, let's see what we've ended up with sunflower. I've got a lot of fields to prep, haven't I? What an empire we have. Behold. So, let's go across one. Sunflower, we're sitting on 102,339. We had 20. Was it 20 or 22? Anyway, we've got about 80,000 litres, which is what I said, maybe 70, maybe 80,000 litres. 80,000 litres of sunflower will do very nicely. Now, soybean, we've got 3 fields of soybean on the go. I've only got 14,000 litres of soybean in storage at the moment because I've been selling that every time I get it. Oats, we're not really using because we're not doing horses. What we are low on is barley. We haven't got much barley, so I'm going to do a load of barley. Potatoes we got. Sugar beet I'm not too worried about. We've sold all of our onions. We sold all of our carrots. Because, again, we didn't necessarily need those. I could have fed them to the pigs, but we didn't need to. So, I think I'm going to plant barley in maybe one or both of those. Maybe both. Let's have a check on our situation. I have taken the lime spreader out to do our pH. Now, a lot of people did say and have said, with regard to doing your pH, your liming, you don't need to do it after every harvest because it's still on the green. As long as the pH level is right for the field. I know you don't have to. Lime's not that expensive, and if you use the CNS Anne Marie silo, it is really next to nothing. In all honesty, it takes a bit of time to do it. I suppose I could go a couple of harvests and then do it if I wanted to. Nitrogen level, obviously, field 37. Until I put a crop in it, I'm not going to know what nitrogen it's going to need. So if I put barley in there, then we'll nitrogen it. This one, what I never did and what I need to do is soil sample that area because I've ploughed that out. Now that was all grass before. Now I've ploughed it out, I need to soil sample that, and then that will allow me to put down whatever I need on there as well. And away we go, yeah. So that's it for this episode. More to come. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.